Any requests? Shall I serve pudding?
The interesting thing about Coming Clean is that it's set in 1982, which is this magic period, 15 years after decriminalisation, but just before the AIDS crisis, where gay men were living together domestically, but before the carnage of the AIDS epidemic.
It takes a gay scenario, but it's not necessarily about being gay, it's just about being in love and the relationships and fidelity.
I thought he was a virile 40, but in fact, he was a rather limp 50. And all those monosyllabic grunts.
Kevin Elliott has given us this sort of snapshot of this golden time when it was sort of just okay to be gay. And it was the stories about everyday gay life in London in the 80s.
What really surprised me about the text is that underneath the more serious parts of the play is just how funny it is, just how much love and laughter there is.
To make up the numbers.
The rehearsal process of Coming Clean has been so much fun. One of my favourite things is we got to speak to David Parker, who is our cultural correspondent.
My name's David Parker and I'm production associate on this play. And one of the reasons is because I lived in Tufnell Park, where the play is set in 1982.
Which is an interesting, fascinating time because you have to go back to the 80s and have a look at the very, very complex, different social and political times. So a lot of research has to be done, more so than obviously a current play.
I've told you before, all you need is that little glint in your eye and you could get anyone you wanted.
A little glint.
Just a hint of a smile around the
A
eyes.
hint of a glint.
That's right.
Coming from America, I've learned that London during the 70s and 80s was slightly more progressive in terms of homosexuality. And you learn that there was a really, really interesting point in time in London where gay men were experiencing relationships that weren't totally fitting the heteronormative template.
And when they do get round to handing in an essay, it's like they're doing me a favor, even though it's 6 months late. And 9 times out of 10, the standard is dismal.
It's been really, really great working with Adam. He encourages so much fun and we just have a massive laugh.
It's an intense process. He's very, very thorough.
And really cut to the core of what Kevin Elliott's trying to do with his writing.
And fosters a sense of conviviality and generosity, which is really, really important in telling any story.
It's funny,
Passionate.
Historic.
Fresh.
Intelligent.
and sexy.
And it's about queer history, which is the most important thing that any gay man really needs to connect with.
I think you're probably right.